this is for Algebra 2, and this is looking at something called Cramers Rule. First thing you need to realize is that if you have not done the worksheet for determinants, then you're not ready for this because you have to use determinants before you can actually do Cramers Rule. Your notes should look like this, but they should actually say Cramers Rule at the top. Okay, here's the deal. This is just a formula that you use, and it's used to solve systems of equations. So you have ax plus by equal e and cx plus dy equal f. So you're going to take the numbers in front of your x and your y and then the constants at the end and plug them into this formula. This is not something that you use very often. Therefore, I'm going to let you fix a note card with your formula. So you need to get one of the blue note cards and you need to take and write down this formula. You need to write ax plus by equal e, cx plus dy equal f, and then you need to know that x is equal to this and y is equal to this. All of that needs to be written on your note card. So pause the video, take a minute, fill in your note card. Okay, now that you have your note card filled in, we're going to use this equation to solve a system. If you have 5x minus 10y equal 8 and 10x plus 25y equal negative 2, the number in the first equation with x is a, the number in the second equation with y, in the first equation with y is b, then you're going to have c and d coming from the second equation, and then e and f are the answer choices. You do have to keep signs, so like this, b is negative 10, it's not just 10. So using your formula, you would have e, b, f, d. So the determinant of, and you're going to do 8, negative 10, negative 2, 25. I put these numbers in for EBF10. EBFD, And on the bottom you have A, B, C, D, which is just your coefficients for the left side of the equation. So once you put them in the formula, it's like when we did our determinants last week. You multiply minus you multiply. So it's 8 times negative 2 minus, let me erase this where I can see what I've got. That's why you really shouldn't draw lines on it. 8 times 25 minus negative 2 times negative 10. You can show me that you're doing this, or you can just punch it in the calculator. I don't care. And it's going to give you 180. And then on the bottom, you put in the numbers for A, B, C, D. So 5 times 25 minus 10 times negative 10, and your calculator gives you 225. The important thing is, once you get to this step, you need to reduce. So you would take your calculator, and you would say 180 divided by 225, except you actually need to be at your home screen. 180 divided by 225, and you get 0.8, but we really want to make this a fraction probably. Math, enter, 4/5. That just gets you the x, okay? So that gave you the first part of your answer, okay? That gave you the x. Now you do it again for the y, except that the y is AECF, AECF. If you see the pattern and can use it, that's great. If you need to use your note card every time, that's not a problem. You will get to use your note card on the test. So once you get it set up, 5, 8, 10, negative 2, you say 5 times negative 2 minus 10 times 8, which is 90. 5 times 25 minus 10 times negative 10, which is 225. Now the negative was actually with the 90. It doesn't matter a whole lot, okay? So you would say negative 90 divided by 225, math, enter, and it's negative 2/5. Note, okay, do you realize that the number on the bottom here and the number on the bottom here are the same? They will always be the same because the bottom of your formula is the same. You don't have to write it all out again, okay? So let's try one. We need to first label. We have A, B, C, D, E, and F. So for x, on the top, you have to do EBFD. EBFD, it's kind of like your far right ones. So you're going to have 7, negative 2, 38, 7. On the bottom, it's A, B, C, D. So on the bottom, it is 3, negative 2, 2, 7. Then for Y, I would just go ahead and set it up while I was at it, is AECF. So 3, 7, 238 over whatever we get here. So on the top, you're going to say 7 times 7 minus 38 times negative 2. And you get 125. On the bottom, you're going to say 3 times 7 minus 2 times negative 2, and you get 25. So then you're going to say 125 divided by 25 is 5. So x equals 5. So for your answer, wherever you want to write it, it's going to be 5 comma something. So we know that the bottom is 25 over here too. So for the y, you're going to say 3 times 28 minus 2 times 7. And you get 70. So it's 70 over, something's wrong here. Not 3 times 28, it's 3 times 38. 3 times 38 minus 2 times 7 gives you 100. So it's 100 divided by 25, which is 4. So your final answer is 5 comma 4, because this is 100 over 25. This right here is your answer. So looking at number 2, you want to start off by labeling A, B, C, D, E, F. For x, on the top, remember it is E, B, F, D. So it is 17, negative 4, 29, and that would be a negative 1. Over A, B, C, D, so that would be a 1, negative 4, 3, negative 1. For y on the top, you're going to have AECF. So that's going to be 1, 17, 3, 29 over whatever we get on the bottom of that one. I'm going to put my answer over here. So looking at my calculator, on the top there, we're going to say 17 times negative 1 minus 29 times, not divided by, times negative 4. So we have a 99 on top, okay? So this becomes 99 over, on the bottom, 1 times negative 1 minus 3 times negative 4 is 11. So we're going to have 11 here, and we're going to go ahead and put an 11 on the bottom over here. 99 divided by 11 is 9. For the y, we're going to say 1 times 29 minus 3 times 17, and we get negative 22 divided by 11 is a negative 2. So 9, negative 2 is my answer. Moving to the back. Number 3, start by labeling it A, B, C, D, E, F. For your x, on the top, remember that your formula is EBFD. So it is negative 2, negative 1, 4, negative 1. Over ABCD, which is 2, negative 1, 4, negative 1. Y is equal to 2, negative 2, 4, 4 over the same thing as what the other one was. So you're going to say 2 times negative 1 is -2 minus -4, so that's going to be a -6. Negative over negative is a +6 over -2 minus -4, which is a +2. So you have 3 for your x value. Over here you're going to say 2 on the bottom again. 8 minus a -8, so that would be 8 plus 8, which is 16, divided by 2 is 8. 3, 8 is your answer. You want to label A, B, C, D, E, F. X is going to be 1, -1, -29, 2, over 2, -1, 5, 2. Y is going to be 2, 1, 5, -29, over whatever this is. So we have 2 minus 29, so that's going to be a -27. We have 4 minus -5, so that's going to be a 9. So then -27 divided by 9 is a -3 for x. We're going to have a 9 on the bottom here. 2 times -29 is -58. Minus 5 gives us a -63. Divided by 9 is a -7. So -3, -7 is your solution. A, B, C, D, E, F. So for x, you're going to have 1, 2, 24, -4, over 4, 2, 5, -4. For y, you're going to have 4, 1, 5, 24, over whatever we had on the bottom. So we've got -4 minus 48, so that would be a -52. We have -16 minus 10, so that would be a -26, which puts a -26 here. 4 times 24 is 96, minus 5 is going to give you a 91. -52 divided by -26 is a 2, and 91 divided by a -26 is a -3.5. So that's your solution. That's all there is to Cramers Rule, but you've got to be able to do a determinant first. Fix your note card, keep your note card, put your name on your note card so you don't lose it. Do the best you can, and see me later if you have questions.